Hello.
Hello.
Alright guys, so the series of unfortunate events yesterday that imploded my engine, we are now going to get this thing off the trailer with the winch into the garage. So, yes, here we go.
Let's see if this mood continues later.
Just washing off the swamp adventure we had. I don't like working on dirty cars. First things first, since we have to do a front of the engine sexy dance. No, I'm kidding. Since I'll be taking all the front end components off, the first thing I'm going to do is drain the coolant. Why will I not do that in the garage, you say? Well, this is already as high as a bucket, but plus some. So I'm going to do it while it's on here, let it drain, and then Natalie is going to back the car off the trailer and hopefully not kill us all. We got the car off the trailer with the winch, and it's in here. Kinda crooked, but weird flex, okay, whatever. And so the first thing I do to get down to this problem is, well, first of all, I know I'll need a new drive belt tensioner, a OEM one, so probably a Litton's Toyota, and I'll need a new timing belt, because as you see, the drive belt decided to stab it real nicely, so I'll need a new one of those. I'll need to check my timing gears and put them back to how the way I set them, because when it got pulled, it pulled them retarded. Yeah, so new drive belt, new timing belt. I need to check the valves, make sure they're not bent. New water pump. I could just tap the mounting hole for the alternator, but that water pump is under warranty, so I'll probably just pop it off and then get a new one. And so the first thing I'm going to do is take this radiator and fans out of here. So that's going to happen, and then we'll check back in. Yeah, so remember, if you're ever taking off, if you're ever taking off radiator hoses and you just want to, like, to say it has a temperature sensor connected, you don't want to disconnect it, and you don't feel like taking the clamps off, you just want to have them dangle, and you're just going to put the hose somewhere else, like off to the side. Just give the little hose clamps a little tappa. Then it'll stay on there like this. You don't have to worry about them falling off and going into the abyss under the car and having to find them later. So now you can just throw that over there like that. So we got the radiator out, and that drive belt is real stuck in there. So now we're going to figure out how to unscramble that. I'll probably just end up cutting it out. So the motor is turning by hand, so that is a good sign. I hope there's no bendy boys in there. I'm not going to say what they are. I'm going to get that off, and then we're going to continue the front tear down and go from there. But I think we're going to be good. We're making Black Friday. I don't care what I got to do. So I just got back. I got a replacement belt. AutoZone warranted it for me for free. I explained to them what happened, and they're like, dude, that sucks. I don't even want to know what happened in that engine bay. And I was like, no you don't, man, because all hell broke loose. And they're like, yeah, I freaking bet. And I'm like, yeah, it's a tragedy. So anyway, I'm gonna get a new Gates RPM racing belt, but for now I have my old one, which is still in pretty good condition. There's no signs of stretching because these belts do not stretch. They are made for racing and very aggressive timing and all that kind of stuff. Very good quality belts, just as good as the HKS one. Those are also very good, so shout out to Gates, RPM, and HKS Racing. Okay, so it appears timing was not jumped, because if you look in here before where it's ripped, I'll show you. See? The teeth are still all in contact. Hopefully, that's a good sign. I'm gonna keep tearing down. So guys, I cannot get access to my ATI damper, which is the crank pulley, and I need to get the ATI damper, which is the crank pulley, off so I can get the trigger wheel behind it, which is what the timing belt rolls on. I need to get that off because the actual trigger wheel part in the back separated. So before I can throw a timing belt on here and check and make sure the engine's good, I need to get that off. But ran into a little problem. I need to take off my intercooler, so I'm in the process of doing that, and it's really late at night, and I'm trying to be as quiet as I can, but it's not really working. But we're gonna see how far we can get tonight, and if anything, we'll have to continue this tomorrow. But yeah. Okay, the intercooler's out. Let's see how far we can get. Okay, so I got 3 bolts out that I need from the damper. Now let's try to get this off. This is very easy to get off. Just make sure you have a 3-part puller. So what I mean by 3-part is you have 1 bolt, and 1 bolt, so you have 3 mounting points and a pretty good impact. I use a snap-on 18-volt 1/2-inch impact to get this off with the AutoZone OEM puller, so good stuff. Came right off. That'll probably do it for tonight. Actually, let's get this crane gear off. Okay, so I got the trigger wheel off, and what happened was it separated just like I thought. So what I'm going to do is take this to the shop tomorrow, put it back, make sure I get a mallet and hammer it back on there, and then I'm going to tack weld 3 locations, 1, 2, where it comes off the brake location, and 3 on the other side, and then sand it down a little bit if it's a little raised, and we'll be good to go. So tomorrow we're gonna get this thing running again.